Hey, what's going on, everybody? Alex here with Freedom Mowers. Hope you all are doing well. We have had a lot of new subscribers lately, and everyone supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. I have been requested quite a few times to kind of just go over all of the mowers and tractors here we have at the house. So that's what we're going to do today. You'll see pretty much most of the future projects we got coming up. I do have some older antique equipment, some vintage tractors, a lot of newer stuff, other yard equipment. So we'll kind of just go through everything today and have some fun. So if you guys do like this kind of content, maybe think about hitting that subscribe button and leaving me a comment. I love hearing from you guys and what your thoughts are and what you want to see, and just having a good time. I like hearing from everybody and meeting new folks. So let's jump right to it and start checking everything out. All right, so this is pretty much organized chaos out here, but as you guys know, I do this as a hobby. I've pretty much been collecting mowers and stuff throughout this whole summer. A lot of freebies, some of them I've paid for, and some came with trades and things of like that. So I think I have close to like 65 or 70 mowers. Not all of them are going to be complete or used. Some are just parts. So we'll just start right into it. You guys watch the channel, you know this is the Race Murray that I'm working on. We've got a 42-inch cut 6-speed Arians, basically an LT 1000 MTD Murray. That one is a 1542. Got this Troy built Super Bronco with a 21 horse V-twin, doing some, it needs probably a new carburetor. I've been through this one a few times and I still can't get it right. So got quite a few push mowers, some self-propelled, nice Honda. There's a almost new Toro up there, but you guys can see these. I haven't really messed a whole lot with the push mowers this year. Started getting more into the tractors. We've got an LT 2000 Craftsman. That one I think I have a deck for. This, I had another Cub Cadet that was just like it. This ended up just being a parts machine for it because it was just in such rough shape, but the engine is still good, so that might be a repower for something else down the line. What is this one? This is a Husky. This ended up being a parts machine. I've taken some parts off from the engine. It has a Kohler Courage in it. So I've got quite a few of these MTDs, and a lot of times I need parts, so at least one or two of them are broke down to parts machines. This was a 38-inch cut Bolins, and I needed some parts off from this one, and I took the engine out of this one as well. That's kind of just slapped that on here, but that was that engine that came off one of our recent projects, that Chinese Honda clone. That thing was a turd. Got John Deere L120. This machine, I got it from some folks that had already stripped parts off from it, so not quite sure. I haven't even really got into it. We'll go down the line here. Got some mower decks, couple 46s, a 42, and then that's a Scott's John Deere deck. This is one of those kind of oddball Craftsmans that like came with the sort of built-in rear bagger. This one was actually in a collision. It was on somebody's trailer when they got into a wreck, and it's all the steering components are pretty much mangled. So I think this one's going to be broke down to a parts machine and take the engine out of it. Has a good hydro rear end and some other components. The ST12, that one is going to be a project for the winter time. I've got a lot of wintertime projects building up because right now I'm trying to get as many decent mowers out. That way we can have some money for these wintertime projects. Got an an LT 1000, like 42-inch deck over there that's rotted out. I think a 46-inch John Deere. We still got the L111 here. What is this thing? LT 1500, another MTD. Got a Poulon Pro. It's the 19 horse 42, and I think this one has the plastic transmission. I can't remember. Yeah, that one has the plastic transmission in it, so we'll see. It's in decent shape. It's been sitting a long time. This 46, this one I actually had going, and it should be pretty close to being done, but it needs bearings in one of the spindles, so I've got to get to that. Got a hydrostatic Ariens V-twin with a rotted deck and no seat. Not quite sure. A lot of these projects I'm gonna have to piece together farther down the line, so you guys will see. This is a Murray wide body, 42-inch, 17 horsepower hydro. So this one's hydro, and I think this one was actually running decent. I think it had a cracked gas tank, so have to sort that out. Troy built pony. I think this one was pretty close to being done a while back. Got to figure that out. I've got this White Outdoors ZT54. So this is the 54-inch cut. I can't remember which Briggs & Stratton. I think it was probably a 22 or a 24 horse Briggs on it. And we're gonna get into this one. I know y'all want to see some more zero turns. That Poulon I ended up selling the way that it sat, so we won't have a follow-up video with that, but we've got quite a few more, and I'll show you guys when we get farther down the line. LT 1000, this actually came with this mower. I bought these two as a pair for, I think it was like, I think it was like $300 or $400. I bought both of these, so basically like $200 a piece, or maybe it was $200 for both. I can't remember. It's been a while. Got a nice LT 2000. That's probably going to be a parts LT 1045. Got a LTX 1040 automatic, so it's not truly a hydrostatic, probably just a very drive. We have another DLT 3000. This thing was like on a beachfront property, so it has a ton of surface rust on like everything. I don't know if this body is going to be savable unless I do like a full strip down and repaint, which I don't know if it's worth it, or just taking all the good parts, because it is a nice machine. And this one is a Kohler V-twin, so it definitely has a nice engine on it. We've got another older Bronco over here. It's in pretty rough shape. There is a 12.5 horse Briggs & Stratton pull start that I'm thinking about repowering the 111 with, because I have tried and that engine is seized completely up. I've been on that thing and sprayed it and heated it and used a breaker bar. It's locked up. So this might be a good engine for that. You know, another possible wintertime project. Got an old rear engine rider John Deere, the RX 75. It has a Kawasaki, I think 9 horsepower in it, and that one does run, but it had some carb issues. DYS 4500. Let me get over here. I can't remember what's going on with this. I think this one was just going to be a parts machine, and it has the Intech 24 V-twin. We've got another 1045. Got a Ariens It's kind of like the LT 1000 style. It just has like the older style hood, but that one has a good 46-inch deck on that one. John Deere L110 automatic. A lot of these I don't even know what's going on with them. An LX 255 with shattered hood, which on most of the older John Deeres they're all broke. I've got at least a couple across the yard I'll show y'all. Got a LT 2000 that has a pretty rough deck on it, but it did run. Let's see, we've got a L110 over here. This one was in pretty good shape. I know this one had a lot of maintenance done on it. I think this one's just going to need mostly cosmetic repairs, getting it looking good and looking sharp again. Another Boland's, no deck. Boland's, I think that one's seized up. 115 automatic. We've got a nice Husqvarna 2146 over here. This LT 1000 you guys saw in a recent video of getting that one going. I'm just gonna probably just go back through and clean this thing up the best I can and just put it up for sale as is. There's a Poulon. I think that one's actually a true hydro. 14.5, 42. That Murray, I don't know, that might be like a future like mud mower type project. That thing is, it's rough. The body looks decent, but it's got a lot of rust. There is a Murray automatic transmission 42-inch cut. And then we've got this big beast right here. This will probably be a personal mower or something cool to have here around the property. This is the Craftsman 50-inch cut hydrostatic. I can't remember what this one would be. The stickers aren't on it anymore, but yeah, this thing is an absolute beast. The wheels on this thing are humongous. Hydro drive, electric PTO, awesome machine. I think it's like the GT 5000 basically. We've got a YS 4500. Don't remember exactly what was going on with this, but I know a tree had fallen on it, so I think most of the top part of the hood, or the main part of the hood, is okay, but I might take the front clip off from that like tan DYS over there and make a good front end for this and see what's going on with it. This has the 54-inch deck. This was parts machine I got. I don't even remember what this one was, but John Deere used to be. This one, Poulon, parts machine. This thing was sitting outside for years. You can see the gas tank is just full of mold, and it's got possibly a good 14.5 horse engine on it, and wheels. The deck's totally rotted out. Maybe some blades on it. Oh my lord, I get tetanus out here. This Murray, this one's good to go. I just need to stop procrastinating, put it up for sale. Troy Built Pony. I don't even remember what's going on. Oh yeah, this one, I've got the deck over on the other side of the yard, but this one was running at least, but needed some deck work. That is the Honda powered DLT 3000 that you guys have seen, that everyone wants me to keep for myself since it's such a rare machine. I've got a, what was this one over here? This is a L120. Not sure what's going on with this machine. I just picked this one up recently, but this is a pretty nice John Deere. Big one, big wheels. I think 46-inch deck on it. Another Bronco, Toro wheel horse. The deck needs some serious work, but it did come with a full bagger system, and The guy said last time he had it going, it was running just fine. So we'll see how that goes. This thing's pretty cool. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, and you guys have seen it's all grown up around it, but I did some research on it. This is a AJ Foyt Boland's high performance. It's got a opposed twin in it, but this thing was pretty slick. It had like cruise control lights, the hour meter. It had a switch for the attachment drive, and the deck on this was electric lift and hydrostatic. It was, at the time, it was a pretty sweet machine. It was supposed to be like the NASCAR edition with the steering wheel. It has like this single, almost like car spring seat, but yeah, this thing is just rough. Another John Deere. This snapper over here, which is a joystick drive snapper. This is a commercial zero turn, and I definitely want to try to restore this. This is a pretty sweet machine. I mean, like I said, commercial. This thing is beefy as heck. 766 hours on it. So as far as commercial mower, it's not that many hours on it. It has a big Kohler twin on this, and it definitely has some funky stuff going on with the wiring. So that's going to be a wintertime project. I'm trying to save all these really cool, like, bigger projects for the winter. It's my personal four-wheeler. It's a Honda Foreman 400. This thing is sweet. This thing is a monster. I mean, you guys can see this lawnmower side by side with a Foreman 400. This is the Craftsman, was it the FF18? Yeah, the FF18 hydrostatic. This is like the biggest, like, garden tractor that Sears had made around that time. I think they made like some different ones, like FF20 or 22, but the main body on this is just absolutely humongous. I definitely want to get this thing going. This would be like just a towing monster for the yard. 768 hours on it. It has a Briggs opposed twin, I believe. Oh man, there's probably wasps in here too. Yeah, opposed twin. Shrouds are off from it. I don't know what's going on with this yet, but this is definitely one I would like to try and restore and get going. I think this would be awesome. I think you guys would like this one too. Total beast. We have the Skag you guys saw. I think I made a shorts on that. That is a Tiger Cub, and not sure what's going on with this yet. I will be starting on this very shortly. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to push this thing out towards the end of the summer, or try to just spend some time over the winter getting this thing like perfect and trying to get it like top dollar. Husky LT 3800. Got this from a scrapper. This thing is tiny. It has like roller skate front wheels on it. It's 38-inch cut. I think this was like the cheapest mower that they sold at the time. Little 12.5 horse on it. Just tiny. The back wheels on it are super small. Let's see, you got a bunch of wheels and tires out here. LA 105. This one, I don't think it's gonna take. Oh yeah, this one had a blown engine. This one has blown connecting rod, as far as I know. So that one's gonna need an engine swap. This one needs an engine swap. As far as I know, it's locked up. This YT 3000 has no engine on it because that one was blown up. So got 3 that need engines. But let me hop over to the other side and I'll show you what else we got going on. This was one I got a couple months ago. This is definitely going to be a wintertime project. We got a Massey Ferguson 135. Missing the front cowling there. Pretty sure this thing has been in a fire. It's all burned under here, but I got this for a really good price. So I was able to run and drive this around the yard. So we're gonna see what all it needs, but this is a pretty cool tractor. I can't wait to use this around the property and try to get some implements for it. Are you guys tired yet of seeing all these lawnmowers? This one's an L111. The deck is over there behind it. Trees growing out of it. This one's a V-twin. Intech 20 horse twin. Automatic drive, D110 automatic with the wrong deck on it. I don't even know how they retrofitted this 46 on it, but somehow they got it on there. We'll figure that out. Another older John Deere, no hood. Got a couple push mowers here, pressure washer. Got this really nice Ariens hydrostatic 46-inch cut. And I'll show you guys what's going on with this. It actually has a sight window right in the side of the engine. So yeah, this is the Intech 20. So blown engine, but really clean machine. I can't wait to see what this thing looks like when it's all done. But let's hop over and check out the last few pieces of equipment. We've got this really cool, it's been like a converted mower into golf cart. This has an opposed twin. Sorry, I know the ducks are loud. But this has pretty much been our little yard hauler throughout the summer. Pretty sweet machine. Y'all got something to say? Everybody's talking this morning. Got our, oh my. You got something to say, Gert? Alright, I hear you, I hear you. Sears Suburban. Got this John Deere. I'm gonna be selling in the next couple of days. This Poulon Pro I've been working on. Thing is super clean. Spent some time to go through it. This is a 2008, and I worked hard this last week trying to get this thing finished so I can get it out the door. But yeah, it's in like mint shape now. 6-speed. I had to reseal, reglue the seat down, but I still gotta paint up because that glue is white. What else we got here? It's my personal motorcycle, V-twin, or sorry, V-Star 1100. Got a Wizard tiller over here. This thing is in pretty good shape. Just surface rust on it. Not sure the year on this, but I think this would be a fun tiller project. Not a big fan of these carburetors with the diaphragm. Hopefully the tank's still good on it. And let's see what else. We've got the Ariens that I still use that you guys saw from last year we picked up. And then we have the Sears Custom 7, and that's still running strong. And just some other miscellaneous stuff. But let me double check and see where we're at. And then we also got the Dixie chopper that we picked up the other day. If you guys saw that in my shorts as well. We picked up this 0-turn running, driving, and cutting for $500. So I still can't get over that. It definitely needs some work, and we'll get into that in a very soon video, because I probably will end up trying to use this to cut the yard a couple more times before the summer's over. But yeah, pretty awesome machine, and a few more push mowers. So yeah, there's a lot to go through. I know, got a lot of tractors here, a lot of equipment. There is also like a ton of string trimmers, some chainsaws, and some other a couple backpack blowers and stuff like that. So we'll see when we can get to those. Obviously I've got my hands full with all that over there. So I appreciate y'all checking it out. And like I said, you know, these videos are going to be coming, and we're going to have some fun and see what we can fix and make looking good again, and enjoy ourselves. So on that note, let freedom ring, let those small engines sing. I'll see you guys in the next video.